Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of our Let's Play in Victoria 2 with the Historical Project mod, where we are playing as the Yucatan. But not just any Yucatan, we're playing as the Mayans, the Mayan Empire reborn. Glorious little dictatorship here down in Central America. And our goal, as pointed out in the previous episode, is to unite the Mayan peoples under one flag. And in the previous episode we did quite decently. I would go as far as to say that a majority of the Mayan people are now under our rule. If we look on the culture map mode, we can see that it looks like this. This color right here is the Mayan color, and yeah, we have taken over almost all of Guatemala, and of course we started out with the Yucatan. Then again, Guatemala in this game also includes Belize, so I guess that's not true for you today, but in this game it is. So we still have one chunk of Guatemala, and also precious Mayan peoples that we need to integrate. We can see that there are 2% Mayan people in Belize. There used to be more at the beginning of the game, but a bunch of Irish people have shown up, it seems, and so this place is now majority Irish. So there you go. The main remaining place, though, of course, is the state of Chiapas, which has a clear majority of Mayans, and that'll probably be like the end game goal, is to try and conquer this place, and thereby finishing the quest to unite the Mayan peoples, and also get some Mexicans along the way, because we do accept Mexican culture, so Mexicans are useful. Less useful, though, are these guys. We did also grab Honduras in the previous episode, in order to just get some more land, and of course in time we might be able to turn this place into lovely Mayan territory. We can see that a decent chunk of immigrants have already shown up. We got some Romanians, North Italians, so really if we could just convince some of our Mayan people to migrate to Honduras, these people should start to assimilate into Mayan culture. They will not assimilate nearly as fast as any people who migrate over to the Yucatan. You can see that the let's see, North Italian. Yeah, two people will assimilate to Mexican each month. Hold up. Yeah, there we are. 5 to Mayan. What are you on about, game? Didn't know that was possible. So I guess it's possible that they also assimilate into Mexican. Irish, Mayan. Yeah, I don't know why those random guys decided to assimilate into my secondary culture, but yeah, look at these guys. Mexican. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna get some Mexicans as well, but as long as the majority stays Mayan, I'm cool. But that makes things interesting to see. Like, what will the peoples down here assimilate to? No assimilation? Yeah, assimilation in this place will be a lot slower because the majority, or we don't have cores here basically. So one of the important parts of assimilation have not been triggered. The 10% bonus you get for being in the new world, having a core, and well, that's kind of stuff. We do not have that right now. So these North Italians are not assimilating. From my experience, though, you should be able to assimilate them eventually, even if it will be slow. And maybe at some point we will get a core down here. After all, this general area has a... I don't know, is it safe to say that it is a clear majority... Yeah, it is clearly a majority Mayan place, so I wouldn't say it is... I wouldn't say that it is unreasonable that we will eventually get to core this place, and as a result get some nice assimilation. Anyways, of course, taking over Chiapas from Mexico is basically impossible right now, so the reason I'm calling it a late game goal is not only are the Mexicans strong in their own right, but they're spared and allied to the United States. That was the reason why I was being so, hectic and frantic and trying to annex as much land as I could in the previous episode, because I knew from experience that the Americans would slither about and, spare everyone. They're friendly with Haiti, yep. Friendly with Nicaragua, they're friendly with Costa Rica. Only little El Salvador still remains independent, although I doubt that will last long. Hopefully it will last long enough for us to be able to annex them, but I wouldn't rely on it. Simply because it's we took quite a lot of infamy in that. Even if I did restart the game, in order to try and lessen my infamy. I changed up my strategy so to where I didn't have to scum about like that, so we ended up taking the full price for infamy there. Well, like -1 or something, I don't remember. So yeah, we're just gonna keep playing at this point. We need to improve our nation, really. We need to get literacy, we need to get reforms. Also, I was being annoyed in the previous episode over the fact that I'm a presidential dictatorship, which allows us to do this, which is kind of funny. It allows us to change political parties, but I'm pretty sure that the reason for this is that we have banned political parties. So we're kind of North Korea style. Like we technically allow people to vote, but they don't get to vote on anyone except for the one we decide for them to vote for, I guess. So let's see, immigration attraction +8. Well, this one is +22 from what we're already at, so that is a lot better, but I really want to get that assimilation going. I really do. So, by the way, do we have any slave states? Or nah, no slave states. So slavery is not it's not a thing. We don't have to worry about it. It shan't cause us any problems. We will become a democracy eventually, because I'm pretty sure you get an immigration boost from being a democracy. But I want to chill a little bit, just because I want to be able to have the Partido Nacionalista, which is a very Spanish-sounding name, by the way. Can we get the Mayan names in here? Can we deal with this? Yeah, it really looks like the HPM mod developer just made Mayan the primary culture of the Yucatan without giving it too much more thought. Although yeah, he must have given it some thought, because I know there are new decisions regarding natives in this version of the mod, but none of those are visible to us. So I assume he at least made it so that we don't have to deal with that. Also, I guess some people might want to know what has happened in the new versions of the mod. When I say new version, I'm talking about 3.7 and 3.8. Those are the ones that are new between, this campaign and the previous one I did. I don't remember everything, but some of the, it's a lot of sort of just general improvements, nothing too flashy. One cool thing is the fact that there's no longer anything called African Minor culture, kind of like there is Asia Minor culture. There's no Africa Minor anymore. Instead, we have like proper cultures. Some of them are sort of generic cultures, but they're sort of regional generic cultures. We got like let's find some meme culture. Come on, Kangwa, no. Could have sworn Southern Bantu. I'm pretty sure that's like a generic culture. Oromo, but I mean, you could see that in general though, those cultures are not too prevalent. A lot of like neat cultures and stuff have been added. Crew Monday. There we go. Western Negritic. So some cultures are still too small to be represented and are represented by cultures like that, but still, it's more detail. Another really cool thing is the fact that spending on education and administration actually affects things now. So spending on administration actually affects your education efficiency, like directly. You get a modifier. If I was to say reduce it to 49 or 45, we should soon get a pop-up that tells us, or it might be yearly. I'm not entirely sure about that. Don't care. No pop-up. Maybe it's no. Well, I have seen the pop-up, even if I can't see it right now. So I know it's in the game, but I don't know why it's not showing up right now. So, well, let's take no risks then and bump funding back up. Also, why can I no longer get taxes? Who's that? Really? This is such a mean thing. Like, why is our reactionary party laissez-faire? That is horseshit. Also, here's the new thing: welfare policy. Basically, parties and ideologies, you know what I mean. Now, I think it like affects social reforms in a way, like their willingness to do it and stuff. But only like major nations have political parties that actually have thoughts on these things. So for right now, it doesn't really impact us at all. So it's just kind of there. But I'm sure we'll get into some situation eventually where it will matter. But right now it does not matter. So hey, yeah, rebels are calming down. This is good. This is kind of bad actually. I actually kind of want more militancy so I can get more reforms. I could try and start like a meme war. Like that's a classic thing to do as a new world country, like quote unquote invade Hawaii or some nation that no one likes, like I don't know, Aceh is a classic one. And then you won't actually do anything, but everyone will be like, hey, why are we invading Aceh? That's stupid. Should we maybe not do that? And then you just never do anything about it. And they will be so angry that they will like the political parties in the upper house will be scared to the point where they're going to give you their votes to enact reforms and shit. So that's how that works. But yeah, let's get those taxes back up. Fuck the people. Yeah, hey, we're making good cash. Shit, now I kind of regret swapping around my parties like that. Although, let's see, do you, like, conservatives, do you have... Yeah, interventionism. Actually, this is... Oh god. We have no political parties that allows us to build industry. Well... That definitely has to go on the list of things that are sucky. Seriously, we cannot build industry. For some reason, our Partido Nacionalista has laissez-faire instead of state capitalism. Yeah, I know you guys are unemployed, but it's not like I can do anything about it, so what are you on about, meme lords? Also, we have that little soldier has been built. Let's see if we can get a soldier from this region, just to have some army going, you know. Also, is that... Hey, there we are! Look at that! 7%! 7% Mayan already in Comayauga. Oh man, we're coming for you, Central Americans. I mean, if we don't get that much progress, we might just commit a itty-bitty little genocide, you know, near the end of the game. Just to clean up the culture map mode, you know? You know how these things work. Anyways, let's go for some basic chemistry here so that we can get medicine. Right, the glorious Imperial Army of the Mayan Empire, or Republic, or, you know, memes, has been established. Are you friendly with the Americans? No, cordial. Yeah, no, there's no way we're gonna get there in time. As sad as it is, El Salvador will have to be independent, or stay independent. Well... unless we become a sphereling first, I'm not actually entirely sure how that works, but you know, we're probably just gonna end up doing the same thing that you do in every campaign as a minor state in Latin America, or once again, should I say, Mayan America. We just gotta conquer some Africa, conquer some, you know, population centers, and use that population to actually do shit in our homeland. Man, look at this diverse. Look how we are getting immigrants. Oh, fuck yeah, we are. Yeah, we're almost getting the same amount as the Americans are. Fuck you, New World nations. We are the Native Americans. We are teaching like like that was kind of a thing in history though, wasn't it? Like Europeans would just show up to they would show up to America and realize, fucking hell, these Native Americans, they are living much better lives than we are, so fuck it, why don't we just join them? That's basically what's going on here. They might be very white, but that will not stop them from assimilating into our glorious Mayan culture. Yes, fuck yes! Yucatan, Guatemala integration. We should begin integrating Yucatan, Guatemala, so we get core integration, which gives extra assimilation rate, some local consciousness, but you know, that's fine. The main thing here is, of course, that 10% will not go away, because we will get another way, or like that it'll We'll get that 10% bonus to assimilation once these places become a core as well, because of the fucking thing. The bonus to assimilation in the New World. I don't need to go into details. Reforms, universal voting. Come to me, immigrants. I know we're technically a dictatorship and whatnot, but details, right? Details. Also, are there any chances at all that we're going to get any soldiers from this meme place called Honduras? Like, surely this state could give us, donate a bit of a soldier. Come on, Basques, sign up for the army. Let's get some forces here. 700 Central Americans. That is not a lot. Are we funding the army even? No, I don't. Well, we can kind of actually afford it. So let us fund it a bit at least. But I think we're going to chill with the. With this stuff. Our economy is surprisingly good, so I think we're going to go for some intellectuals. Get that literacy up. It's painfully bad right now, and we need it. Then again, we are getting immigrants from places that actually know how to read. Exactly how they are immediately learning how to read Mayan when they show up here, I don't know, but that's the thing. Do the Mayans have their own writing language? Or was that just the Aztecs? Or did they borrow each other's, or how does this work? Like, I know writing was basically only invented independently about 3 times. Some discussion remains, but there was, the Middle Eastern Fertile Crescent shit, and then there was China and the Aztecs, or, Mesoamerica. At least I'm pretty confident the Incas never got around to writing anything, but it's not like that was their fault. Like, it's a lot easier to export a writing system from, like, fucking this place. Like, it just plop on a boat, go over the calm, nice Mediterranean, bam, you're in Greece, and now the Greeks know how to read. It's kind of a lot harder to go over the fucking, like, sailing through the Pacific, especially when you're an empire that doesn't care much for boats, because why the fuck would they? And if they're not going to sail there, they have to walk through here, which means they have to go through this place, which to this day has there's no road from this place to this place, because it's such a shithole. So I can understand why the Incas never got around to learning how to read from the Aztecs or Mayans or whoever came up with the writing system, or maybe they both did, I don't know. Memes aside, but it is what it is. Holy ballsack, we're getting immigrants. That's like almost 10,000. Also, I outlawed slavery, and now we're gonna do not this probably, because that's awful. Although, does that actually affect immigration at all? Not really. I mean, education efficiency and all, but let's see. Press. Free press. It's not that big of a deal. Nah, it looks like all of these other reforms, they are, not that important when it comes to immigration reform or immigration attraction, so I think we're better off just releasing the press a bit. Yeah. Liberty for the people. What are we? Like, we should check what's going on in Europe. I mean, look at that, 5,000 meme lords. I mean, it says okay, I guess it's natural growth combined with the immigration, but still, like, the Americans are not getting anything. What are you up to, America? War with Mexico. Is that so? Is that so? Do you have any idea how long you're gonna be memeing about doing this? Because now I'm kind of tempted to go to war against Mexico. Fuck, that would be fun, wouldn't it? Are we... No, we're not spared by the Americans. And so I'm pretty sure this wouldn't work. Because even if we could take this province somehow, there's no way we could actually keep it. So that just wouldn't work. So sadly, I think we're gonna have to leave the Mayans here out in the cold for now. Unless I'm missing something. Hell, even taking it with 2 fucking regiments and 2 mobilized forces, that would be, that would be difficult enough, fighting 21 brigades. So I don't think we're gonna do that. I sadly do not think we are. Panama exists, by the way. They don't like me though. Can I annex them? Fuck yeah, I can. But I mean, that I don't know. That strikes me as a bit stupid. You know, the borders would be a bit silly without being able to connect it up to Nicaragua and Costa Rica and, you know, these places. Because the Americans are definitely friendly there. And they're friendly over here, so, you know. All is lost. To Africa we must go. That phase when you accidentally recruit a fleet on the wrong side of the on the ocean. And now the fleet has to go all the way around South America to get to your gathering point. Oh well, technically I didn't actually need that boat anyways, so... Actually I do! I can mobilize more forces now. Damn it! Survive! Or we might just build a new boat actually. Probably easier than trying to pretend like this stupid boat is going to survive the journey. Whoa! The British are at war with the United States. The British-American war? No! Haha! They're gonna fight over Oregon! Ah, the morons. I love it. I love it so much. That's so good. Go Britain. Actually, can't really say who I'm supporting here because the British and the Americans are kind of fighting over us right now. That's why we're not in anyone's sphere. Ooh, wrong nation. Both the Americans and the British are friendly with us, but none of them have, you know, quite done the trick yet. Really, I just want someone who can be a friend, and then I want to convince them to go invade Spain for me, so I can go grab me some of that Cuba. I feel like that'd be hilarious to go conquer lands from, or you know, conquer the nation that fucking conquered us, right? We do also technically have enough infamy now to do a nice little invasion of Oyo or any other meme nation over here, but they're all allied and shit, and our technology is also shit. So I want to at least have muzzle-loaded rifles before I meme my way into Africa. But trust me, we are definitely gonna go do that when it is right. I mean, you know, is anyone sparing Oyo these days? No. I know there's an event though that gives Britain Lagos. That's one of the military mission. It's one of the arguments, I guess, for taking Oyo quickly, but meh. I don't want to get stuck in Africa dying from like disease and shit. Like I've done that before. Like it's like if you have a decent army, you can win no matter what. But our army is just pure crap, mainly because it's so small. I mean, Oyo has 8 regiments, and the max amount we... Ooh, speaking of, the max we can have is 6. Let's get some horses. Fuck, oh, what? We can get even more troops. Okay, more cannons. How does that work? Ah, one of our brigades are undermanned. No, our original regiment that won us the initial war is no longer strong enough. Then again, wait, I'm encouraging... Oh, that's right, but yeah, I guess we can go back and encourage some soldiers here. See if we can get that regiment, you know, back up and rolling. Also, I'm doing a fuck ton of reforms off screen here, so we're doing fine. I think people are so angry at us. I mean, I hope people are angry at us because we are a dictatorship. We do have liberty though, which is nice. Immigration attraction +5. So you know, I'm just keeping the dictatorship for now because it seems that the people don't like that very much, and as a result, we are able to pass a bunch of reforms. Yeah, voters' rights. Fuck you. Be angry and let me just quickly do every other reform, and then I'll get back to you. Let's see. Yes, Nicaragua, you're not in the sphere yet. No, but you're getting there. Come on, Nicaragua, have yourself a revolution. That's really all we can hope for here. It's that, like, Nicaragua or El Salvador or wherever have themselves a revolution so that I can go snap them up. Did the war end? No, just this little theater down here. I think it's kind of hilarious how my boats are unable to repair themselves, but what I can do is I can just kill the boat and build a new one. Like that's possible, but repairing old boats? Nah, that's too much to ask for, you know. That's just not doable, really. Crap, we're going over our limit here. Yeah, but I'm building naval bases, so we'll get there eventually. Don't you worry about that. So there we are, 5 units. Also, I noticed we have a general called Jesus. I know that's a Latin American name and whatnot, but still, it's kind of funny. We have a Mayan general, a natural-born leader, an unmanly little lad called Jesus Menchu, who will lead the glorious Mayan invasion of Africa. Oh, those are perfectly well-spiced memes, if I ever saw them. Oh, heredity, fuck yeah. Shit is going our way. Also, we're building a, well, we actually built a luxury factory place. I think, yeah, we're just gonna have like one factory in every state, whatever the stupid capitalists want to build. Mainly just so that the unemployed lads have something to, you know... Yeah, now they just want to build another thing in Guatemala. See, that's not what I want. Like, we need one factory in every place that all of the laborers have something to do with their days, you know? Ooh! Puerto Lempira has officially become a majority Mayan state. 45% Mayan. Well, that was fast. These other ones still have a while to go. Look, they're almost becoming majority Irish. Panama wants an alliance. Thing is though, I don't know how you got independence, but it wouldn't surprise me if the Colombians would show up and be like, hey man, can we take your country? Then again, they are allied to, or influenced by the Americans, so I assume that's not a problem. Reforms, let's just do proportional representation, just to make sure we have all of the political reforms, so that when we actually start working on political parties and become a democracy and whatnot, it will work out. Also, fucking hell, we have an uncomfortable amount of liberals here. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. That's not good. Because even if we cannot get state capitalism, I at least want to try and avoid laissez-faire. I mean, oh, maximum tax, or, you know, factory owner cost, plus 25, factory output. Like, well, no amount of factory output will overcome the fact that you can't basically have factories when you have that kind of policy. So I don't know what the game is on about here. Let's see, do we fund this? Yeah, we have the money. And if any factory is going to, you know, maybe not go bankrupt immediately, like I doubt the long-term sustainability of this luxury clothes factory here, so I think we might want to avoid that. Let's see, alliance? No. Friends? Yes. Yes, friendly relations. Nah, no one wants to like me. Mexico? No. Come on, Mexico, why not? I mean, after all, you voluntarily released me and took a bunch of unnecessary infamy to do it, because I did actually add the war goals to release Guatemala and Honduras, even if I last minute decided I wasn't going to do it because the situation looked like I could avoid it. So I guess we kind of fucked over Mexico. Some sort of demon went into the head of the state leader of Mexico and decided to do stupid shit for a while. Among other things, create an independent Native American state. But that is not stupid. This is glorious. Let me look at this shit. More army? Fuck yes. More artillery. More glory. Man, I'm really, yeah. Oh, we're almost getting the. There we are. Yeah. No, I think we are ready any second now to wage war upon Oyo. He's even busy memeing about with some other meme lord. Two color, and really? Isn't that like a formable state? Is this like your war? Like, how exactly are you involved in this? Don't know, but I'm hoping his army is gonna go kill itself in some forests, because that will be useful. Anyways, can we do... no, that's 1860s. We cannot do that yet. Althusian thought could be good. Education efficiency. Although I might want to start trying to prestige spam a bit, but we are very late to the party already. So I doubt this would give us much, but becoming a secondary power at least would be nice. Mining, do we have anything to mine in our lands? Is there any goods here? Some steel there. Other than that though, not much to speak about here. So I don't know. Just doing steam engine actually sounds better. Oh, decisions. I don't know. Actually, organic chemistry, right? Pretty sure there is population growth. Yeah, of course we're doing that then. No questions. Also, one sad, like one bit of this update that I'm not a fan of is the fact that liquor distilleries have been changed. I can't actually see it now, but they're no longer called, like, liquor is no longer liquor. Liquor is called beverages, I think. You guys need to drink liquor, right? Luxury needs, here we are. Beverages, beverages? What are you on about, game? Obviously it has to be liquor. Like, liquor is famous for being like the go-to industrial good. You can't just go about changing the name of that. Crazy mod developer. Crazy. As far as I understand it, the reason why is that he has introduced the thing where Muslim nations essentially have, to some extent, Sharia law. Previously, Muslim nations had the option to enact Sharia law, but now they start with it, which is more realistic, obviously, for this time period. But you do get a decision to secularize the society. And among the things that that law does is that it makes it so Muslim pops do not drink alcohol. But that caused problems because it made liquor factories kind of useless for the Muslims. Or was it that they could drink it, but that you couldn't actually make factories for liquor? That might have been it. And as a result, you couldn't get any liquor for your armies, because obviously your armies need liquor. And that caused some balancing issues for the Muslim nations. So that's a shitty summary of what I think maybe happened. Damn. So previously I checked Oyo. I could have sworn they had like 800,000 people, but they're down to 654 now. That's almost as little as we have. They have like lost as many people as we have gained. Actually, we have gained more than that. Holy shit, we have gained a lot of people. It's pretty great. I don't know, can you see it on the meme map mode? Kind of. You can see that there's a bit of red here. But you know, there is also red over here, because I assume these guys are having some nice immigrants too. And well, not really. No one's really having much in terms of immigration at this point, though. I guess Europe is at peace. Except for Russia. They're invading some, you know, these guys. Seriously, wage more war. Good on you, France, for invading Asians. Maybe that'll convince some of your people, you know what? Fuck these. Fuck being French. Let's go be Mayan instead. I'm sure their language is super easy to learn. No trouble at all. After all, French is such a messy language. No amount of messiness in Mayan will stop me. Also, before I get the comments in the comment section, I know Mayan is not one language. It's, you know, it's multiple languages with varying degrees of like being able to talk to each other. I forget what the word is. So I know that's the thing. But still, I assume, like, in this alternate history where a Mayan nation state has arisen, I assume they would have, you know, created a standardized Mayan language, presumably based on the Yucatan dialect or language, and then enforced that on the rest of the people. Kind of like what happened in Italy. You know, Italy used to have a bunch of language, and to some extent they still do. But the Tuscan dialect was declared not at all the Tuscan dialect, and was just declared Italian. And then they said everyone else should just speak the way they do. And now they mostly do. So yeah, another bit of way oversimplified information here on the GreenFors channel. Anyways, I think it's about time to end this episode. In the next one, we'll get to see the interesting conclusion to this, you know, war between the Americans and the British. I'm gonna put my bets on the Americans, just because, you know, the AI was never known for their ability to do naval invasions. Still though, that's gonna be pretty hilarious, because that means that the Americans will have all over Colombia. So like, where are their cores? Oh, never mind. Will they just get this? Because if that's the case, then they should really hope, like, please get this as well, because if not, the borders are going to look stupid. Pretty please. Anyways, thanks so much for watching this episode. Hope you're enjoying this meme-tastic Mayan campaign so far. And until next time,